Good Lord.
No? Retouch on? Okay, everyone's going to have to read lips. Semper Fi, my friend.
There's
Is it on? It's on? How about
yes.
now? Good to go. Good to
Who
go.
said it was on mute? Skyla, you saved the day.
Where was mute?
Right here, your fat finger probably touched it.
Of course, it's my fault. Production team, that 96 that the production team was going to get?
Skyla.
No. Skyla, thank you. Hello, Skyla. You saved the day. I was about to fire my whole production team.
Okay, wait, is it straight?
And she blamed it on me. All right. Lima Charlie, loud and clear. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We are live now. Man, if anybody watches the beginning of that and stays for the show, you got to give it to them. Burpees. Carlos, you mean the production team owes burpees. Am I right? Man. All right. Skyla. Okay. All right. Here we go. If you couldn't read lips earlier, what I said is welcome, everybody. We are SFMF Live Wednesday night. A lot of things have happened since the last live, which was November 10th, the Marine Corps birthday, the birth of our Corps. It was a birthday on Sunday, Veterans Day on Monday, and it was jam-packed for all of us here, hopefully for you as well. We're going to share some of those things with you and actually came up with some ideas for follow-on shows and next year's Marine Corps birthday, which we already talked about, but we want to talk a little more about it. Skyla, everyone else has sound, right? Now you scare me. Family doesn't run out on each other. They ain't running out. They're just going outside to do some burpees, that's all. Apple juice and rice cakes, all right. Still don't have milk, says, what is SFMF? Great question. Semper Fi, my friend. And I might have been recorded saying a different type of SFMF later. We'll share that with you in a little bit. But we do want to know, start thinking about it. And look, Hiram and Jordan already talking about it. We want to know what you did on those 2 days. November 10th, which the show was late, so you had done stuff already. And then Veterans Day. How did you celebrate Veterans Day? We did two different events. My daughter did 4 different events for Veterans Day. So an amazing day, celebrating with some veterans. And we talk about it all the time. If you ever have the opportunity to speak to some veterans, please take advantage of that. World War II veterans, there's very, very few left. So if you ever have the opportunity, spend some time with some veterans. Vietnam veterans, we ran into plenty of them on Monday. So again, if you have the opportunity, please talk to them. All right. Hello from Florida. Carl's Chicken Parmigiano. I can't see it from here.
Parmigiano?
Oh, Parmigiano. Oh, you're eating. Carl, what do you eat? Chicken Parmigiano spaghetti with iced tea. All right. Still don't have milk. Cool, thanks.
You lose your Italian.
We don't care about. Okay. Moved a truckload of gravel by hand. That's a good way to spend it. So that's some PT. Did you happen to move 249 truckloads, David? Carlos Diaz, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Did you hear that Ton Tavern is going to be rebuilt for the 250 Marine Corps birthday? And I'm going to ask later for the producer to put up the group that is raising money for that. Gary Morton, what's up, brother? Happy birthday, happy Veterans Day, and good to see you. How's everything, Gordon? Gary Morton, I'm on a roll. The sound thing really threw me off. Hello, I was here last week. Skylar was here last week and told you about how I will be going to New Mexico. Oh, that's right, Nimi. You are going to Nimi. Again, we visited there and way back in JRTC. It sent a couple cadets there. Nothing but great things about it. We've heard nothing but great things about it. So good on you. Congratulations. 30,000 pounds in wheelbarrows. Wow. Great workout. Did you rest after? Trump's ear bandage says, happy birthday, Marines. Hope you guys got all the crayons you can eat. Go Army, beat Navy. I'm telling you, you'll never have enough crayons, ever. We'll be talking about the Navy soon, too. And Army, yes. Good luck, Army. We like all you Army boys, too. Soldiers. Hurrah. From the UK, hello. Oh, I don't speak that language. But we're going to talk about Veterans Day, Marine Corps birthday, what we're going to be doing the next couple days, which is very, very exciting. And it's something that I can't wait to get some information, stuff that we didn't really know about. I'm going to share it right here so we all have that same knowledge, especially for someone like Skyla who's going to NIMI or any other military type high school, college, service academy, all that stuff that we talked about a while ago. I think it's been about a month, right? We had CC number 4 on here talking about applications for all those colleges, the grueling, brutal effort that you have to put into all that, where it's all coming together. And we want to share that with you, just lessons learned along the way. So you or your family members don't have to learn the hard way, which is pretty much the basis of all this show, to share knowledge and information with each other. All right. Gary Morton says, better thanks compared to the last few weeks. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Gary, but glad you're doing better. That's awesome. We got you. Share with us. You know we're here for you. We got your back. Happy birthday to the Corps. Now what's your... all right. Man, it's always so good. Smash the like button. There we go, Carl. Nailed it. Smash the like button. What's my favorite song? The Marines hymn, of course. URAH. We'll sing it later. Here says, starboard and port are needed to comprehend relative coordinates. Without that, left or right would be anywhere from, yes, in the air, even up or down. Starboard and port clearly states what direction. Military time clearly states what time you're talking about. We trust in God as well, Amy Turner. Yes, Corey, that's Mad Dog back there. Mad Dog's still in the house. Matthew Ashgren, Semper Fi, buddy. How you doing? What's the workout today? What's the workout? Today was shoulders and traps. Always a fun workout, shoulders and traps, Matthew, because it kind of works everything. That works your grip. That works your forearms and stuff that I don't do just a forearm workout. I don't do I don't know why, the small body parts. I just go extra heavy on shoulders so everything else gets a workout as well. I love doing shoulders. Amy is a subscriber. Semper Fi, Amy. Thank you very much. Tell your friends. Good evening, SFMF. I did a Veterans Day walk through, oh man, it went by too fast. Shrugs and upright rows, absolutely. Matthew, always finish with shrugs and upright rows, the heaviest I can possibly go. The gym I go to, the dumbbells only go to 100. That's why I use the, what's the bar, the shrug bar? What's the actual name of that shrug bar? I just load that baby up. And as much as my grip can hold. And no straps. Don't use straps because that, excuse me, that won't strengthen your grip if you use straps all the time. But they are good. I want to go to the Army when I grow up. Amy Turner, stay here for a little while. And because here's the bottom line is, friends don't let friends join the Army. So hang out here, ask questions up and down. We have some soldiers here, clearly. Not too many Air Force, still no Space Force. We're still waiting on a Space Force. All the other services have been here once or twice. I'm concerned about the new Corps. What happened when the satellites go down? I think we're a little too dependent as well on electronics, David. That's why I still think we should definitely 100% continue to teach land nav via compass and protractor, right? You're not always going to have that Garmin. But I'm a little worried about it as well. All right. And we like to, continue. What we want to do this show is, again, talk about the Marine Corps birthday, what you did on that day. We were with each other on that day, but we didn't have a lot of interaction with it. And what did we do after? our plans changed because if you remember our two guests that were on the show, killed it. It was awesome. And we actually end up going out and having a beer with them at a local VFW. Awesome, awesome celebration at the VFW. So what did you do for the birthday? Chair Force, are you Chair Force Trump's ear bandage, or are you calling for the Chair Force? I know a plane that is from the Army, SR-71. I don't know too many. Sean Ryan Show, anybody watch that? With Pete Hegseth. Great show. If you haven't, are you going to put it on there? Oh. The Sean Ryan Show with Pete Hegseth, his new position. Please give it a watch. Very, very excited about the next 4 years and the team that's being built right now. Pretty amazing. Amy says, Blackbeard, A-10. A-10 is a cool aircraft. F-15 is cool. And we have the F-15s, right, the Marines? Not an air guy. All right. So again, what did you do on the Marine Corps birthday? The actual birthday itself, I told you we went to the VFW. Nothing like hanging out with a bunch of motivated Marines, celebrating our birthday together. They had some handouts. They had some giveaways. They did some raffles. They had open mic for a little bit with just some pure motivation. It was truly amazing. Loved hanging out with those guys. Salty made it. Semper Fi, brother. What are you drinking? Matthew says, any chance General Flynn gets back into the fold? We can only pray on it. I hope so. Again, the team being built now is pretty amazing already. Excited to see where we're going, and very soon, quickly. Carl went to a local Veterans Memorial Park and reflected on my military career while meeting other vets. Amen. That's how we ended Veterans Day at a memorial park. We PT'd with some old veterans. It was amazing. Which one? Sergeant Major was out there with you and Gunny Rod Chavez this week. An absolute honor to have some cold ones with you all. Semper Fi. Semper Fi, brother. It was good. Tell me that wasn't a great night. Again, I don't want to give too much information, but glad to see you here. That was awesome. I'm telling you, just like I said it that night, no better place than to spend our birthday together with a bunch of Marines. Sharing some cold ones, breaking some bread, all the things that they did 249 years ago at Ton Tavern. That's what we relived. It was awesome. Dave Bryant says, maybe you can start a post-ball tradition chat. Catches on. Post-ball tradition chat. So a chat discussing what we did after the ball. Robert Hamilton, you didn't do much on the birthday, but you did acknowledge. Remember, I told you I bet my paycheck Marines acknowledge the Marine Corps birthday on November 10th. Outstanding night. Yes, it was, Garcia. It absolutely was. That was awesome. Are you a vet? Says Lumberjack. Hurrah. Yes, I am. As is most everyone here. Gary Morton, just chill at home with a painful hip. I watch some Marine-related videos. Semper Fi, Gary, and we hope nothing but the best for you. Take care of that hip. It's painful just to even think about it. I'm not real good with pain. You can ask my wife. I don't do pain well, but hope you're feeling better. Gary, hang tough, brother. OG's in the house. What's up, brother? What'd you do for the birthday and Veterans Day? That's what we're talking about right now. Ray, 1775. Good to see you, brother. Checking in. Was at Paris Island on the 10th and the 11th. Awesome. How awesome was that? What'd you do, Gary? That's awesome. Doc Holliday.
It wasn't Gary.
I'm sorry, Ray. Doc Holliday, good to see you. We have to do it next year big. Philadelphia, here we come. I'm telling you, Doc, it is going to be, I saw another short, somebody, I wish I would have saved it or sent it to somebody. He was at the groundbreaking. They did a groundbreaking. What was that? That wasn't on the 10th, was it? It might have been 10th or 11th. It was a couple of days ago. They did the actual, They did the actual groundbreaking, the shovels in the dirt, some old veterans there. The organization that's raising money they're at 8 million. They got to get to 12 million, vice versa, something like that. they need to get some more money to make this happen by November 10, 2025, to celebrate the 250th birthday at Ton Tavern. The short that I was watching, this dude was like, I am there, no doubt in my mind, and 1,000%, I'll be there wearing my dress blue uniform. I think I'm with him. Again, I don't know anything about him, but I think there's going to be a lot of Marines there. Come on, Philadelphia, probably very close for some of you, and across the coast for others, but who cares? We're going to make it out there. All right. Randall Knapp, good evening, brother. Good to see you. Maybe 3 mile run for the post celebration. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. One time with a bunch of other soon to be service members, we ran 240 something miles. Not all at once, and not one person ran the whole birthday amount, but we shared it. Everyone did a few miles to equal. I don't remember what birthday it was. All right. Are you the guy who tried different MREs on a YouTube? I didn't. We talk about MREs quite a bit and how much I love all of them, but I don't know if I could eat that much MREs in one time. There's so many now. I saw that, Matthew says, I saw that Sergeant Major Barrett was in Chicago at the ball on or around the birthday. Did you know him at all? Yes, I know Sergeant Major Barrett very well. He came out to, by the time we served together throughout, but when he became Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, he came out and visited our unit. Awesome. All he said was him and the general split up. He said, I want to go find some infantrymen and get on the ground. And he went on a patrol with us. Pretty amazing going on a patrol with the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. We did a little vehicle patrol, did a ground patrol. It was awesome. Tons of security, so nothing happened. But how cool would that be to get engaged in a firefight with the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps? But great Marine. When I retired, the timeline didn't match up perfectly, but I asked him, hey, you'll already be out of office, but could you sign my retirement papers? And he did. He sent me all the stuff the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps sends to retirees. Pretty awesome. Would love to see him, meet up with him again soon, and we will. You know we will. Bet he'll be at Ton Tavern. David Bryan, never had one. Spaghetti MRE is good. Tornado, heat it up. You got to heat the spaghetti one up. Chicken tetrazzini is also good. Heat it up. Some you just kind of got to heat up. Omelet with ham, though, you can eat it cold, frozen, any way you want. The omelet with ham is still by far the best MRE there is.
Where's Jared?
Not too many people will agree with that. And that was the beauty of it. Everyone wanted to trade with me. Whatever MRE I had, and they had an MRE, omelet with ham, easy to trade. Walking tall, era. All right, Joy Frejo says, I'm a 30-year-old female considering joining the Army. What should I do to get active before? Well, Joy, again, what we talked about earlier was friends don't let friends join the Army. But if you are set on it, go for it. Here's what you got to be for any branch of service, more so for the Marines, but I'm sure Army the same. Physically fit and mentally tough. Those two things, if you conquer those before you go, you'll be that much ahead of the game. And then learn all you can about the Army if you don't already know. The rank insignia, rank structure, history, as much as you can about the language of the Army. But stay here and we'll tell you all the things great about the Marine Corps. And you just might change your mind. Hurrah. Did you hear about another recruit tried to catch a flight at MCRD San Diego? Doc, yes, we did. We were just talking about it today. So this guy ran for the airport. They actually caught him in the airport. Well, did it say when that was? Was that recent, like yesterday?
The 4th.
On the 4th, where in training were they? What?
I don't know. He was wearing camis.
He's wearing camis, boots and utes, and he hopped the fence and run
I don't know
to.
if he's wearing boots or running shoes. That would probably tell us all.
Yeah. Anyway, excuse me. He was in cami bottoms, of course, shaved head. They caught him in the airport like they always do. Ran across the flight line. So a couple questions happened there. One, it's easy to jump the gate at MCRD. It's pitch black out there where all the obstacle courses are, so it's not impossible. That part isn't hard. But how did he get across the flight line? That's the part that scares me. With TSA is secure as they are now, maybe they're not so secure. But they did pick him up at the airport, brought him back to some, here's what I pictured the DIs as they explained it in the article. DI is just waiting for him to come back because they sent him right back to his training company, waiting for that young man to return. They had a welcoming party, I'm sure, for him. Right back to the platoon. Here we go. All right, David Bryan says, can't do that at PI, right? Something's got, we need a bigger fence, electric fence at San Diego? I don't know. PI, where is it? It's surrounded by swamp, right? So you could, and wasn't there, I don't know, decades ago, I heard three recruits did. They found two. They never, still to this day, never found the other one. I don't know. He got ate by alligators. I don't know. All right. Ray. I'm Ray and I love your lives. Thanks, Ray. Thanks for being here, brother. Semper Fi. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Everybody right now, double tap. Double tap the screen. Like and subscribe. Daniel. Semper Fi, brother. Joy, there's always a waiver. That's right, Doc. There's a waiver for everything. They won't always get approved, but there's a waiver for everything written. There's a waiver. Ask for it. Push for it. Have all your stuff accounted for. Ducks in a row. Chuck Abels, present and accounted for. Good to see you, Chuck. How's things? Thank you, Doc. Yep, Doc nailed it. There's a waiver for everything. I'm a firm believer in that. And it's not just sometimes things are written in black and white that there's not always a black and white answer for, right? The age limit for the Marine Corps, 28 years old. What happens if you turn 29 and you still want to be a Marine and you have everything that it takes to be a Marine? That's what waivers are for. Not to break rules, not to bend rules. Knew someone that had a tattoo on her wrist, probably a millicenter away from being out of regulations. Come on, really? Is that gonna, and it was a tasteful tattoo. Is that gonna stop her? Had they gone exactly by the rules, she wouldn't be a Marine today. And she's kicking butt and taking names. So that's what waivers are for, requesting waivers. The cup is sweet, says Daniel. Made it myself. Cup I got from somewhere else. Added the SFMF stickers, which you can get right here on the show. We'll talk about those in a little bit. Sarah Odell, Semper Fi. To you as well. Mike Lay Cookie. Lay Cookie's in the house. Good evening, Sergeant Major and the producers. Good to see you, Lay Cookie. Happy birthday, brother. Hope you enjoyed the birthday and Veterans Day. Semper Fi. There's a little taste of Mike's work back there. See that flag? A&C Metalworks. Check it out. We got another one coming soon. No pressure, Mike. The Army was fun. I'm a Desert Storm era vet. Served at Coleman Barracks, Mannheim, Germany. I had the time of my life. Good to hear, Jenna Lee. Awesome. Semper Fi, and happy Veterans Day to you. God bless the Marines, says Roger Hess. Doc Holiday. Come on, brother. Amen. You're the man. Bless you, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. First round of me at 2025 Ton Tavern, Philadelphia. All right. I got the second round then. Hold on. There might be thousands of Marines there, brother. We might have to start saving now. I have a feeling, no doubt in my mind, there's going to be thousands of people there. Marines. No doubt. 250th birthday, rebuilding of Ton Tavern. And if you check it out online, the new one they're building looks exactly like the original. And here's what they got to prepare for. Something outside. They better have tents, tables and chairs, something outside, because they are going to get a crowd of a lifetime. 250th birthday at Ton Tavern, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'll see you there. So yes, I don't know if we can buy the whole bar around, Doc. We better be careful. Luke, do I like the Air Force? Love the Air Force. Anytime we need to go somewhere to fight, they give us a ride. Air Force is cool. Cheers, Doc. This one's for you. Joy says, should I learn the basics of swimming before joining? Joy, were you Army? Or you? That was the one that was thinking about joining Army. Does the Army swim in boot camp? Does anyone know?
Never heard.
Yeah, I got to think they probably do a little bit. Marines definitely, you have to pass swim qual or you cannot be a Marine. I got to believe that the Army gets in the water a little bit. So absolutely. Plus, it's a good workout, period. So spend some time in the pool. Use that as one of your workout days to get physically fit before you go. You don't want that to be something holding you back in any basic training. So the more physically fit you are before you go, even better. Again, even the Air Force, I got to imagine they PT a little bit in basic training. Chuck Abels. See, Lucas says no swimming. Chuck says focusing on documentary about the reunion on ADAC with the fire team. Damn it, I didn't read it fast enough. Ton Tavern, or the Ton is the new name, right? That's what they're going to call the new Ton Tavern. The Ton. Jenna Lee says, we didn't swim at my Fort Jackson Army Basic. There you go. Good information. Thanks, Jenna. Southern Arms channel. I'm from South Carolina, just turned 18. Should I try to join the Marines? I'm kind of at a dead end round here because I dropped. You dropped out of school? If you dropped out of school, you have to have a diploma. There are certain times, and that waiver that we're talking about, that some of the services accept a GED. So check with your recruiter. I don't think the Marines are right now because we're still meeting our recruiting goals. But I think you should join the Marines, yes, 100%. See what you can do to get back into school, finish your high school, and get a diploma. Whether you join the services or not, that's the smartest thing to do. GEDs are good for some things, but a high school diploma is much, much better. Highly recommend. Put in the time, put in the effort. How bad do you want it? Get that diploma. Which one? Chuck, focus on firearms, fire team of a geriatric Marine that served there up there between 79 and 87. Have my raw samples on my channel. Documentary. Awesome. Let us know. Keep us posted, brother. Absolutely.
Can we see them now?
Can we see them now? Can we see anything now? Southern Arm channel. You got your GED. So when you do, and this is for the crowd, I'm not sure. When you do have a GED, can you still go back and get a diploma? Is that possible? It's going to be tough. Again, at some point in the Marines, I think anytime before we accepted GEDs, I think before Desert Storm, maybe before Iraq and Afghanistan, when we try to beef up the forces, that's when they're accepting GEDs, but not always. Air Force states that they've reached their recruiting goal. Well, good on them, Carl. I haven't seen that anywhere, but good on them. If they did, congratulations, right? I know the Army is changing the paperwork. The paperwork shuffle that goes into enlisting, and there's thousands of things you have to do. And they're trying to streamline that so that's not the biggest problem. Garcia from the VFW. What does that mean? Open the YouTube mobile app. What's going on up there? Connected to AC Smooth.
You have the remote.
What do I do? Do I connect or no? No. Oh, we're good. Drop down recruiter, talk to me and help me get back into school to join the Corps. There you go. Garcia said it right there. Awesome. I see Randall Knapp. Is that you? It's not on the big screen. Thank you, brother.
AC Smooth tried to connect.
Semper Fi, brother. Thank you very much, Randall. Appreciate you. Thank you, Randall. Your watch looks pretty cool. Where'd you get it? John, if that's a real question, the answer is no. Can I take Adderall while in boot camp? And in fact, again, somebody help me out here. I think you have to be off all medications at least 1 year before going. So don't worry, the drill instructors will take care of you. You won't need that in there. But I believe, again, talk to MEPS. anonymously call and find out. I think you have to be off all medications at least 1 year. Alley Cat, what are we talking about? Motivation. That's what we're talking about. Hang out, like and subscribe, and check us out. We're talking about this particular show, the Marine Corps birthday last Sunday and Veterans Day last Monday, and what we're going to be doing in the future. In a little bit, we're going to talk about the U.S. Naval Academy. Hurrah. Hurry up and wait, says David Rodriguez. Yes, get good at that, because that happens a lot in all branches of service. I don't think it's such a bad thing. Here's what you do during that hurry up and wait time. Don't waste that time. There's something that you could be doing. Yes, Marines normally start throwing rocks at each other, doing something crazy, but that is a time management tool that you could, again, any number of things, depending on where you are, that you're hurry up and waiting. PT, of course, you can always get some of that knowledge, talking story, talking education into people, finding out what you could do to get 1% better every day. That's what you do with that hurry up and wait time. Don't just sit around. I take it back. If there is opportunity to sleep and you're getting ready to go on a long patrol, that's a hurry up and wait time. Get that rest now while you can. So there is. Just don't waste that hurry up and wait time. Lay Cookie. Waiting on the white rear window SFMF to be released. What's the holdup? She was working on it today. And probably why? Because she knew we'd be live and somebody would ask about it. She's working on it today. Just talked about it. I'm telling you, I got to have it. I shit you not. These young people nowadays start learning how to tell time on a watch and learn how to tell time military style. Yes, one, kids today don't even know how to read a regular clock. You can't see ours up there with the hands. They don't know what all that stuff means, or they just ask their phone. Everything's digitized now. Dave Rodriguez, 45 and 45. Robert Hamilton, good to see you, brother. It depends on what you want to do and what you qualify for based on your ASVAB score. Talking about Southern Arms Channel. How fast do you ship in basic after MEPS? Can you pick when you ship? Joy, yes. Here you go with ship dates. This is something that, again, recruiters don't lie. Well, most don't, but they might withhold some information, and ship dates are very, very important. Here's what I'll tell you. You ship when you want to, not before. It might push it back and you might have to ship later. Recruiters on here, help me out. The school seats open or seats open for boot camp, and it's got to be filled. So if they tell you, I can get you this MOS, but you have to ship next week. They don't have to, but they want you to, and that'll help everyone out. Everybody kind of wins if you can ship when they need you to ship. But if you're not ready to, don't. Oh, I have to ship on that day? Well, what if I can't? Oh, you're going to lose your contract. You know what? I'll take my chances and wait and ship when I want to ship. So you can't maybe not pick the exact day, but definitely the time of year or month or something like that. Again, recruiters, help me out. That happened with my daughter. She shipped when she wanted to, even though they said, well, I can get you this MOS, but you got to ship today, or this MOS and you got to ship. Get the MOS that you want and ship when you want. How bad do they want you? Put it like that. Always the needs of the Corps, needs of the service. Very important, and I support that. But if it doesn't fit your plan, don't do it. Hope that helps. All right. David Bryant says, quit high school to join the Corps. I had to get my GED while going to MP school. Later took college courses and MCI courses, always the hard way. But you did it, Brian, because you wanted it bad enough. Good on you. That's quite a journey to become one of America's finest. Get some. I don't know either, Shih Tzu. I just kind of gloss over that. Shih Tzu. Got it. All right, thanks, y'all. Much appreciated. Southern Arms Channel. Keep us updated. Let us know. Let us know what happens, what you get. Chuck says, ship basically on the needs of the Corps and school. Kiss and ship was rare. Kiss and ship was rare. I don't remember. I remember when I enlisted, whatever he told me, I was like, all right. Luckily, it was after I graduated, after we had a little senior trip. I didn't put much thought into it. He told me you're shipping at this date, and I said, all right, let's go. Chad Ryan, wow. What's the funniest thing that happened with the new guy that made you laugh when trying to be serious as a drill instructor? Chad, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. And the funniest guy that happened to a new guy. So I'll tell you a story, and I may have told it before. It was funny and impressive all at the same time. On the drill field, on our first cycle, me and another drill instructor, two of us brand new, a couple weeks into this. And just so you know, a drill instructor's day is pretty much about a 18, 19-hour day, especially when you're new. You get about 2, 3 hours of sleep at night. And in the second week, third week, as a new drill instructor, they call it new hat, you're on what they called lights. That means you're there, dressed and ready to go before the lights come on, and you're there, dressed and ready to go after lights go off for the recruits. And I think, I don't know if it changed 5:30 in the morning to 21:30 at night. So that's a full day for them. And you're up a couple more hours before they wake up and after. So bottom line is you're tired, feet hurt. You've been standing up all day. You don't sit down in front of recruits. You don't, very rarely, if they're in a class, you can sit down behind them for a little bit and usually take a couple cat naps. Sometimes you take cat naps while you're walking. That's the whole other story I'll tell you later. But we were up north, so second phase of boot camp, back in the day, we're at Weapons Field Training Battalion, and the chow hall there is a little different. To get in the line, you line up the whole company outside, the whole platoon outside the chow hall. Big line, a big L-shaped sidewalk. And we're waiting at the front to go in. Whole platoon lined up, 89 recruits. And so me and the other new hat were doing our job, just thrashing them, right? They were doing something wrong, touching the face, looking around, farting, whatever they did, we were on them. It was like Shark Week still for us, just anything we do. And this other drone instructor was louder than me. It used to make me so angry. He's just loud and intense. And he was so loud, he was in the front, I'd go to the back so I can just be a little further away from him because he was so loud. He would drown me out. I didn't like that. So I would go to the back and he was loud and I was chewing one out for something, thrashing him, bends and thrusts, killing him. And I heard the other drill instructor was loud and it was pretty funny, some of the stuff he said, but all of a sudden it stopped. And I kept going. I didn't think anything of it, and still it stopped. It felt like at least a minute went by. I was like, man, is he thrashing? What happened? I look over, and this drill instructor fell asleep just like this, yelling at a recruit. Just took a little cat nap real quick. And then he snapped out of it. He had his little 30-second cat nap. And you get your hand off your face, and you better stop picking your nose. And he just completely took that cat nap, recharged himself, and kept going. And it caught me by surprise, and I did have to walk away. I did the head down thing with the smoke so that the recruits couldn't see me laughing, but that was intense and funny all at the same time. I Shih Tzu not. Did I say it right that time? It's part of the devil dogs. Appreciate it. Thank you. If you really want this. I got thick skin. Oh, you guys good? With Salty? Fallujah, 2004. Right behind you, 2005. Was I there in 2005? Fallujah. Who were you with? Who were you with, Jesse? Good evening, Sergeant Major from New York City. How you doing? Thank you for your service to you and our past and present vets. Amen. Papa Smurf, OG, Semper Fi to you, and happy Veterans Day. Shark Week. It was Shark Week. Yes, memories. Yes. Okay, thank you, Miss Doc's joke. Okay, you handle that? Everybody read that? I don't think he was calling BS. David Bryant says, do the DIs all spray the uniform with dry camp so it looks like they don't sweat? Great question, David Bryant, and yes, we do. I don't know what you called it. Dry camp. We use good old fashioned
Try chem.
dry cam. What did we? It was that. I used to spray my ribbons and the whole uniform. What was that called?
Scotch guard?
Scotch Guard. That's what we used to use, Scotch Guard. I'm guessing it's the same thing, but yes, soaked my ribbons for sure in it and our Charlies. And here's the crazy thing. On pickup day, you do sweat through that anyways. Of course, you spray our cover and all that. But on pickup day, as a drone instructor, we'd have 3 sets of Charlies. The ones we were wearing, it depends on the time of year, but we're wearing Charlies because you'll sweat through those on pickup when they finally drop your platoon to you. And it is just Black Friday like you've seen on TV if you haven't been there in real life. And at one point, once your Creighton shirt turns completely dark khaki, you just slide into the duty hut, boom, take those off, put a brand new set on. So a little bit of both. It looks like we never sweat, but we definitely sweat through them babies. And then you get acclimatized and you don't sweat as much. But yes, completely soaked all of our stuff in Scotch Guard. All right. No reason to apologize, bro. We just couldn't. We just have fun. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's get it. What was the most challenging time you had when you were in? I'm rephrasing this question. Most challenging time when I had just in period, the entire career, most challenging? Leaving my family. It did happen quite a bit, not just deployments, but field operations, training.
Raising your hand. Remember you admitted that the other day?
Well, a couple, I was mostly voluntold, mostly. Most of them. But I did volunteer for some because that's what I joined the Marine Corps for, fight and defend our nation. So that there were times that I did absolutely, maybe even had to beg to go on a deployment. Didn't want to miss it. But leaving your family has got to be the toughest. And the first time I had a wife and a 9-month-old baby. Tell me that wasn't tough. And this was before technology. I didn't know how long it'd be before he communicated. My baby was 9 months old. She started walking like a couple of days after I left. So I missed obviously her first birthday, a whole bunch of firsts.
That was Kimi Kimi.
That was Kimi. Kimi Cece, number 1. Where you at, Kimi Cocoa Puffs? That was tough. And mail took about 2 months for us to finally start receiving mail. So our letters were all jacked up. So that was tough. Being homesick. I don't care who you are and what you left back home, you miss home. And if it's not just family, you miss the freedoms of home and be able to go to fast food whenever you want or sleep whenever you want and watch TV. So those were the challenging times. And then later, as we had more children together, now I'm leaving a bigger family. So it was pretty tough every time we left. In the field ops, here's what my wife told me after a while. Deployments for Marines are typically 7 months. So she knew I would be gone for 7 months. The field ops, however, were frequent, and we're going 2 weeks here and 2 weeks there, and we were able to lock on another training venue, so we would go somewhere else, and from one training site to the other. So those were a little tougher. And then we had to do annual training. So the training cycle is pretty much just almost as bad, if not worse, than the actual deployment. Deployment going to Afghanistan for 7 months. Going to Iraq for 7 months. I'm going on ship for 7 months. Those are a little more cut and dry. So the hard part was all the other times we didn't know how long I'd be gone or what we'd be doing. I think that's it, though. A lot of challenging times, leadership challenges. Combat, right? No, nothing specific. We talked a while ago about the first time you get shot at. What are you going to do? It was a challenge to not know how I was going to react before that happened. So there are some challenges along the way. Nothing that sticks out as the most challenging thing I ever been through. School, I've been to some schools that were very challenging. McQuist was probably the hardest school I've ever been to. And they wanted me to go back. Jesse, I was Army, 84th Combat Engineer Battalion, Sappers. We cleaned the streets, also built 41 CSH Trauma Hospital at Balad. Wow. First theater travel trauma hospital in country to support Fallujah push in 2004. Good on you, brother. Army Corps of Engineers, amazing. Like our Navy Seabees. awesome the amount of work that y'all do. So good on you. Awesome. Great question, David. And also Anderson McJunkin, Gunny East. Who else is missing? Bunch of UA.
He said, where's Jared and Monopoly?
Got a bunch of UA Marines right now. Some burpees. You're going to expect a whole lot of burpees. Doc says it right there. Engineers up. The Army Corps of Engineers, right? Sappers. Been to sapper school as an engineer.
Jared's here.
And the Navy Seabees. Awesome group. A little bit different mission than the Marine engineers, combat engineers. Ours is expeditionary, right? The stuff we build is supposed to last 3 months. Army Corps of Engineers and Seabees, they build stuff that lasts forever. So a little expeditious type sidewalk. I remember the first sidewalk I built, still there in Hawaii, but it's crooked, cracked. It lasts a whole lot longer than 3 months though. Part of the hospital was transported to Walter Reed Army Medical Center Museum. Wow. Awesome. That is so awesome, Jesse. Good on you.
Is it because it was one of the first ones?
Yeah. Why did it go to the museum? Because it was one of the first ones? It was that good? That's awesome and very motivating. Jared, I see you, brother. Finally, burpees later, of course. Hey, it's hunting season. I have things to prepare for. And my wife is legally blind. No. So I do all the driving on my homestead. Wow, Jerry, we didn't know that. Man, blessings to you for taking care of her and anything. You have our prayers. Wow, good to see you, brother. Glad you made it. Busy time of year. All right, I think we can let that one slide. Bro, that's a waiver. You get a waiver for that one. Wow, good on you. And it is hunting season, and I'm going in 2 weeks.
About a week and a half.
Week and a half. My first hunt of the year. Gonna hunt some wabbit. Just kidding, deer. Just busy time of year. Jerry, we got you, brother. You know that. We're just busting your you-know-whats. Never did burpees in the Corps. I did bend and thrust. Same with me, Randall. Burpees were, I introduced to those about 10 years after I got out. Burpees were not a thing in the Marine Corps. Bends and thrusts, right? Told you that story. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. My drill instructor didn't even say anything. Kimi Cocoa Puffs is here. I'm still right here. That's all my drill instructor did. But his face was more like this. And that meant bends and thrusts. Tons of them. Were you at K-Bay? Yes, we were, Jesse. I have a question. Missed it. Where were you when you were in the Marines? This is Jayla Martinez. All over. Okinawa, Camp Pendleton, Hawaii, and a bunch of foreign countries. Bands and, yes, bands and MF thrust. That's right. Always. And it was a thing that that would catch our attention. You see him doing that, and we'd eyeball him, and of course, oh, good. Now we're doing two. He just, right? So you knew when you saw that finger out of the corner of your eye not to look. That was the hardest thing, to not look at him, because he'd be doing this to the kid he was thrashing and waiting to catch one of you looking for his finger. Bends and thrust. Loved it. Jesse was at Schofield, 2002, 2006. Schofield Barracks has some great training areas all through them woods and rope bridging and land nav. And Schofield's cool. Love it. 2002 to 2006, we were there, right? Were we there at the time?
05.
05. We got.
No. 08.
Oh yeah, not till 08 we got there.
Can you tell this loser that you weren't even at Fallujah? What a liar. Keep saying that you shoot yourself.
You saying what? Oh, he wasn't, or I wasn't. Area X, East Range, yep, all those areas. Who trains out there? That one training area, the Green Berets. All right, with the rappel tower, the rope bridging. East Range, that's where we did a lot of events out of East Range. Shih Tzu says, tell people what the wives have for support. That's very important when you're thousands of miles away. Yeah, so your spouse, the support that your spouse has while you were gone, some units are probably better than others, some bases are probably better than others, but tons of support for your family members back home. Even information like where to get the oil changed in your car, or how to re-register a registration car, house, and housing, anything and everything that you need to know. You got to be a little aggressive on some to ask, but they do throw parties. They spend holidays together. Anyone left back home while your spouse is deployed. There is, I don't know what else to say, anything and everything. They set up meetings. They set up DEERs to make sure everything's correct in DEERs, so you're getting the medical support that you need. I'm sure some of them provide transportation if you need it, daycare if you need it, anything and everything. That there is a remain behind element, RBE. There's even Marines that stay back. Usually, I'd always try to leave a staff NCO, a staff sergeant, or a gunny, and they would connect with the spouses club, community network, just anything military-wise that they need. If they need to get an admin, pay, whatever there is, whatever kind of issue that comes up when your Marine is gone, there's somebody that can take care of you. And all the amenities on base, they're still there. They're still for you, and they know what the battalion is deployed. So they know. You just say, hey, I'm from 3-3, and my husband is deployed. I'm trying to get a power of attorney. Everything is set up for you. What is SFMF? Semper Fi, my friend. Glad you're here. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Double tap everyone right now. Is 66W a good MOS? That's Army Joy, so we don't know that on here. Tell us what it is. There's a rangefinder out. Yes, always. That is your pace count. Joy, we're Marines, so our MOS designators are different from other branches. Yes. What is 68 Whiskey? It's a medic. Yeah, it's an awesome MOS. 100%. Joy, yes, absolutely. Again, we can go to battle all we want, but if there's not medics and corpsmen to take care of us, we're going to die out there. And who else is going to take care of our feet? So yes, awesome MOS. Well, yeah, you got a lot of feet injuries. You got to take care of the blisters, or you'll get trench foot. And what are you going to do with it if you can't walk in your boots? Rangers lead the way. Yeah, buddy. Love Rangers. Rangers are pretty cool. Yes, that's something that will transfer, and that will transfer to civilian life. Robert, thanks, brother. Absolutely. More medical once you get out. Joy, Marines don't have medics. We use Navy corpsmen. Devil docs. Doc up. Yeah, corpsman up. Yes, we use the Navy. So if you can join the Navy, become a medic or a doc, and work with the Marines, right? And they do. They get attached to Marine units. And if you're good, they let you fall under Marine regulations. Hair and height and weight standards, Marine Corps uniform. You even wear the same exact uniform. You just have to fall under Marine regs. Females too. PFT. Everything still applies. Just instead of U.S. Marines, yours says U.S. Navy. Jesse, everyone wants to know my favorite. I switched my favorite. I like green crayons the best because green, but the red ones says Old Gyrene. Where's Old Gyrene? He likes red because it tastes like blood. He's from wherever the Marines tell him to be. You ever work with lionesses? Yes, we did, Sarah. Before lionesses, they were called FET, the Female Engagement Team. Or no, vice versa. They were FET first, Female Engagement Team, and then they either changed or added the lionesses. And yes, had some pretty awesome ones. That's Mad Dog back there. Pretty awesome Marines. In a firefight, male Marines at first have a hard time. They want to protect the women, but once they see how badass these women are, they're Marines. They were part of the team, and they were absolutely necessary because America follows rules like we're supposed to. Males didn't search female locals, Afghanis or Iraqis, so 100%, because once they realize that, the enemy, that's where they start hiding their IEDs and bombs and weapons. They let the women carry them strapped to over their burqa, and they knew we wouldn't touch them. So before we went on any patrol, we took a FET team or now Lionesses. So awesome, absolutely awesome and necessary. How can we find information about the military diet or Marines diet? GTS, Google that stuff. But I tell you right now, you talking about what they eat in the Marines or prior to going to the Marines. Either way, I think we all kind of know that fast food is bad for you, sugar is bad for you, right? Carbs minimum. I think we kind of know the basics. So once you stay away from that junk food and that fried food, all that delicious, delicious food, and eat right, eat healthy, eat clean. No sodas, obviously no drugs, alcohol limited. It's on you, but I think basically you know what you need. In the Marine Corps, 3 hots and a cot, baby. They have fully, they're cooked. They go to school for that to learn what to feed an entire battalion of Marines. So you definitely will eat right in all the branches of service. Back in the day, I was 2-2, Warlords Weapons Company, Weapons Platoon. Have a good evening, motivated. Red Dog, Semper Fi. Thanks. Same to you. Happy birthday. Happy Veterans Day. Like and subscribe. Come back and join us anytime. The Warlords Weapons Company. Love Weapons Company. Thank you for your service. Man, that boy is drinking over there. Thank you for your service, brother. If you're from the military, and may God be with you. May God be with you as well. And happy Veterans Day to you if you're a veteran. Thank you very much. My sister Marines are Marines, 100%. I'm with you, Randall, 100%. A Marine is a Marine. So I'm glad they got rid of the WM, woman Marine. Can you say that Marine with the bun over there? I was a staff sergeant in 2005, Sarah Odell. First deployment, I led up the Lioness team, Camp Bastard, Semper Fi. Semper Fi to you, happy birthday and happy Veterans Day. Awesome. I'm telling you, some awesome Marines. What do you think about Bitcoin? I don't know enough about it, but my producer over there does, and I think she might have made a good call way back before it was cool. She's like that. She's smart like that. Taught her everything she knows.
Don't be telling people about my
All right. Thank you, everyone, says Joy. Have a lovely night. I have to jump off, but I will look into another branches. Appreciate all the support and information. Anytime, Joy. Like and subscribe. Come back and join us anytime. We're live every single Sunday, and every other Wednesday. And tonight is the other Wednesday. So come back and join us anytime. Thank you for being here. Dave Bryant says it's the first thing you eat after you graduate. Pogey bait. Yeah. After you graduate boot camp, you're entitled to some pogey bait. 100%. Just limit it. Don't go crazy on it. That's when your uniform starts to get tighter. Doc says, you heard Doc, Joy. Come back Sunday. If you join people, max that TSP ASAP. Yes, if you join, max out your TSP, thrift savings plan, max it out. Start saving money right now. A good tip that I wish I would have known when I was in, every single promotion all the way up, that extra money you get from private to PFC, it's probably $110. I don't know what the increase in pay is, but bank that $110, whatever it is, because you were living without it as a private, you could live without it as a PFC. You do that every single promotion, save whatever your bonus is, put that in the bank. By the time you retire, get out, 10 years, 20 years, doesn't matter. You'll have a pretty fat savings account. And you'll appreciate it then, because that's when you're going to need it.
keeping up with Corporal Jones.
Stop trying to keep up with Corporal Jones, who just got the brand new Tesla, right? Do you really need a Tesla as a corporal or even a sergeant? No, absolutely. You don't even need a new car. Buy something used that will get you from A to B. Pay it off. Have no payments, at least 10 years in. No payments whatsoever. Your cell phone payment, of course, you're going to have that. So no payments whatsoever. Don't be financing stuff. Don't get all kinds of electronics. Nothing dumber than going into a Marine's room and that shares a room with someone else, and they both have their own big screen. Come on, really? Save your money. Start saving early.
I want the joke when Ted joined, like the first thing that they get is tattoo,
Yeah.
gaming system.
We did a short on it a long time ago, but what's the first thing Marines buy? as soon as they get to their duty station. You go to boot camp, start saving a little money, you go to your MOS school. By the time you get to your first duty station, you're ready to make the big purchases of your life. Tattoo. Not against them at all, but just be smart about it, be patient, and wait till you know exactly the tattoo you want, because it's going to be on your body the rest of your life. So be patient with that. Next thing they always buy is a big screen and some gaming devices, right? More money wasted. You can go to you know how much the gym is? Free on base. Use the gym. Use that to take your time. And then the third thing, again, everyone always wants to be the first one to get a car. You buy a big car. The smart Marines wait to let all their buddies, also because not only do you have the car payment, now you have insurance and gas. And the smart Marines wait back and see who's going to buy. Hey, can I catch a ride? Where y'all headed? All of a sudden you got a whole bunch of friends when you own a car because they all want rides. No need. Absolutely do not need it. Wait. We all need a Cybertruck, says Doc Holliday. They're cool. Nothing against them, but do you need one as a corporal? We didn't have vehicles. We took the bus, the base bus. I'm with you, David Bryant, the loser cruiser. That's what we took, or we walked. Luckily, where I was, the club, the E-Club was in walking distance, chow halls, everything was in walking distance. And we did, every now and then, we had to get one of our staff NCOs to rent a car if we did want to go somewhere kind of far. Again, no payments. 98 veteran, yes sir. Mikey, damn it, I missed it. No car means no beer. Even saving even more money. You have a car, you're going to go buy stuff that you don't need in the first place. Beat feet. Jacksonville was great. LOL, that's why I started using the loser cruiser in Jacksonville. They had that share ride right next to the bus stop. Never once got a ride with anybody. But we did take that bus in the main side. Places like Camp Lejeune, Camp Pendleton, those bases are so huge. Ride the bus. Buddy bought his IROC Z. Captain Kitty Hawk, did you help him make the payments? You better help him with the gas money. Sarah Odell, hey, I have a big truck. I bought it right before I got to my school unit in 2013. Still have that big diesel truck. Good on you, Salty. Take care of that, baby. I know you've been doing some work on that. Take care of it. It can start racking up some bills. Randy, we fast walked on base. That's it. Right? Hightailed it. Walking. And the walk home was always fun. Right? When you walk to the club, E-Club with all your boys, walking back. Usually we used to stop at the football field and main side of Camp Pendleton, and you start to wrestle, of course, and it turns into a fight. And then we wrestle some more, and then we're laughing, walking all the way back to the base. Good times. That's how you build camaraderie right there. Jacksonville. That was always a good time. Crazy times. See you, Jesse. Thanks for hanging out. You're Driftwood. Should have sold that truck a long time ago, says Salty. But after 12 years and 43,000 into it in maintenance over the years, it's too late. Cheaper to keep her. Said that before. Keep that baby. Take care of it. Legacy in that truck. Megatator 34 SFMF means Semper Fi, my friend. That's what we're here all about. Semper Fi, always faithful, and we are all friends here, learning from each other. This is a community of motivation, like-minded people. Lake Cookie says, I remember someone crashing a car at 7th ESB over some KFC. Who was that? That was Rick, wasn't it? Was that me? Who was that?
You didn't have a car, did you?
I didn't have a car. It wasn't me. Who was it? Sarah. Salty. Can't tell you how many Marines I had that shook my head because they bought that truck but couldn't afford chow. Good on you, bro. I'm telling you. It got, Walker, man. I could spend a whole 2-hour show talking about Walker. Remember that guy?
That's the one in the picture. Did you have the white?
Not white. It was like blonde, yeah. Walker. Yeah, brother. Like, that's definitely a great reason to crash a car. Yes, come on. For KFC, you know it. All right, everyone, man, some great stories. Always, we end up walking down memory lane. That's awesome. Do you want to put that back up there? Anyone who, let me ask you this, anyone out there from the East Coast? Anyone out there on the East Coast right now? We are visiting the United States Naval Academy, Maryland. Remember about a month ago or so, we had CC number 4. Talked about the processes for applying for service academies, college, NROTC scholarships. She's been busting her butt the last 3 months since school has been in, preparing and writing essays and asking people to write letters of recommendation for her. She's been killing it, staying up late, doing the push-ups, but physically doing the pull-ups. She's up to 12 now, 12 pull-ups. Who can beat that? 12 pull-ups. So she's doing her PFTs, CFAs. They got all kinds of requirements. Some have to be videoed. It is a learning lesson. It was a huge learning lesson for us. And here's the one thing I'll tell anyone out there that has kids or kids listening, applying to any one of those colleges. One, apply to them all. Apply for your congressman's recommendation for him or her to write a letter for you. That helps a ton. The vice president can write you a letter of recommendation. You have to request it though. Essays are pretty much the same. What do you want to do with your life? Why should we select you? The same questions you can imagine. Tell us about a biggest hurdle in your life, how'd they put it? A challenge. The challenges that you faced throughout your life so far, your first 18 years, 17 years of life. And here's what I highly recommend, and this is what we told our daughter numerous times, because I know there's Chat GPT, there's teachers, have somebody look over it. Have a couple people look over it. But I think these organizations have been doing this long enough, they can tell if it's from a 17-year-old kid or not. So don't try and game the game. I told my daughter, you write what you feel, right? We'll help you with the grammar and the sentence structure. You start looking at it for so long, we'll just be another set of eyes on it, but have it be from you and from your heart. This is why I want to join or be accepted to the Naval Academy. This is why, this is the challenge that I face, and here's how I dealt with it. So 100% honest, make it real, but start early. Start early. So she did get invited to, what's the actual term of it?
Candidate Visitor Weekend.
Candidate Visitor Weekend? Are you sure? CVW, Candidate Visitor Weekend. So she got invited, and we'll be out there this weekend. U.S. Naval Academy, Maryland. I've never been there.
Watch the game.
We've been in that area, of course, near Quantico and all that, but never went to the Naval Academy. And Saturday, we're going to be at the game, right? College football game. Have we ever been to a college football game? Oh, UH. Yeah, in Hawaii. I don't know if those UH games were going to be as big as a Naval Academy game versus Tulane, right? Who is another great college. So it's expected to be a sold-out crowd. So really looking for that. So who is on the East Coast? That's what we're trying to find out. Look at Jared. Essays, thesis was the only reason I didn't go for a master's in fire science. I hate writing. I don't know if anyone, well, obviously there are people who do like it. I don't. Look at Kimi Cocoa Puffs. What the heck? I want to go.
Tell her to go to the Cosm.
Go to the Cosm and look for us on the Cosm big screen, because we're going to be there. Where my face is going to be painted, chest is going to be painted. You're going to see us. I'm going to make it on the big screen. You want to go? Did you apply for Naval Academy? Did you get a special invite? Salty says, Mad Mike, this is a community for veterans and active duty military, those considering joining branch military supporters, and quite literally anyone who likes our conversations. Great answer, Salty. Appreciate that. Max push-up number. You know how many push-ups I can do? All of them. He's a government robot with a EVD card. That's a new one. Oh, I'm terrible at writing, but great at running my, it's the same, Jared. I'd much rather talk than write. Much rather talk than, I don't even like texting. I'd rather talk. Mad Mike, you certainly have a right to your opinions and choices, and no one will hate you on that for here. No, keep it civil, absolutely. Love to hear everyone's comment. You don't have to agree with us, but just keep it tactful. We don't need no lunatics in here. Jerry, my commanding voice is one big reason I was a good leader. I'm telling you, that helps too. Sometimes I talk too loud. Is that true? Sometimes I talk too loud. We'll have to be a big screen again. Yes. This Buckethead, Lake Cookie, is that what you're talking about? You have to be a big screen to get this baby in there? Well said, Salty. I'm with you, Kimi Cocoa Puffs. Well said, Salty. Absolutely. Mad Mike, I haven't read any of yours yet. You think we'll fight North Koreans? Nah. I think the North Koreans are probably pretty prepared for it, but nah. Thanks. I literally just came up with that and thought it sounded decent. Good to go. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Andre. Zing Ping Poo. Good to see you, brother. How's everything? How was your weekend? Big weekend last weekend, right? Marine Corps birthday and Veterans Day. What we did on Veterans Day, I started to talk about it. We celebrated with some local veterans. We're invited to sweat with the vet. So we actually got the PT with them. Of course, we did push-ups, pull-ups, bends and thrusts, burpees, and a little run, slow, calling cadence. It was pretty motivating. It was the first time they ever did it in this community, so I think next year is going to be a whole lot bigger. But prior to that, we went to my daughter's high school, or both of our daughters were in a play, if you will, where they reenacted an army soldier was going off to combat. Him and his brother were in a fight. His brother was already in combat, and they got in an argument, and the brother here still in mainland didn't leave, didn't deploy yet. Last conversation I had with his brother was an argument, and because you see where this is going, his brother died in combat, and just how terrible obviously that was, and how the family deals with it back home. Now this brother has to go fight. Very moving, very touching, and a little taste of reality, what service members and their families go through. It was great though. The high school band played all the service songs, did a flag folding, great videos of just some era motivation, just celebrating veterans. Recognize all the veterans in the crowd, right, in the different battles that they've been to, branches of service. It was awesome. That was at a high school level, and talking to some friends, even middle schools celebrated it. Remember my youngest daughter now, her middle school, the entire school decorated every hallway in the school, and veterans were invited, family members, parents that were veterans, and we walked around the entire school. Every single kid was out there painted, red, white, and blue, American flags. They were there giving us gifts. It was awesome. Love how America supports their veterans. Pretty awesome. What are you talking about, producer over there? Thank you, Lord Mine. Yes. I just heard the finesse. Love breaking bread with other branches of service. And funny, I even forgot that part. It was a 2-hour event. The first hour was breaking bread with their JROTC unit and all the other veterans in the community. Right, mostly, I'm guessing all family members, probably, of the...
Mostly veterans. Remember the old guy said, stand up each.
And that's what we did during lunch. We did break bread with our fellow veterans and the students there. But at one point, he did stand up if you're... started back, obviously, Korean War was the first one he asked. There was no Korean War vets. So no World War II vets were at that particular one. But all the others. Left out Somalia. That was not considered one of the big ones. But we went through all of them, so we got to see what wars everyone was in. It was pretty cool. Randall says, my wife and I attended a 4th grade Catholic, and I miss her as it just disappeared. 4th grade. See, middle school or elementary school, they're celebrating it. Awesome. So glad. And I have a feeling the Pledge of Allegiance will be back in the classrooms very, very soon. I think so. American flags will be back in the classroom. And I know us older generation, we remember the flag being You started the day with the Pledge of Allegiance. That's coming back, I bet you. Doc says Applebee's was busy. So the list, if you didn't get it, veterans, there's a huge list of restaurants and coffee shops that all gave back by offering great deals for veterans. Awesome. It is truly is amazing to see the love and support of today's veterans. And it's pretty humbling, actually, and just having, I don't know what it is about when young people say thank you for your service. You kind of think that, especially when you get our age, that they don't care about it as much. They don't understand the meaning, but kids do. Salty said they had a small party Sunday evening with 5 other Marines. Basically, none of them knew each other, but by the end of the night, they all had already swapped phone numbers. That's awesome. And that's what it's all about, Salty, right there. That's what camaraderie, right? And one, since they're all Marines, they did know each other. They know they shared the same misery in times, and that's what bonds you together immediately. Some of you spilled the same blood in the same mud. Some of you felt the same misery in boot camp. Some of you been to the same training areas. You know the hardships that you had. So that's instant bond automatically. And then by the end of the night, my 9-year-old daughter had a vet thing at her school, and she got to carry the Marine Corps flag because her teacher knows I'm a Marine. That was pretty cool. That's awesome. Amen. Likes are looking good. Thanks, David. Double tap the screen, everybody, right now. That's incredibly motivating. I'm telling you. I worked on Veterans Day, but work gave me a gift card for $50 and a box of Crayola crayons. That's awesome. Love it. I'm telling you, I love the crayon joke. Other services still try to use it as a dig on Marines. You can't dig on Marines, man. Come on. Red is my new favorite, though. It tastes like blood. Where's old Jyrene at? She was so proud, which made me proud. Absolutely, Jared. You know what I mean? It's they feed off that. We feed off that. It's just pure motivation. Lay Cooker. Hope we get back to teaching about sacrifices our vets have made through the years to school-age kids. I'm telling you, when did it start to go away? Man, come on. I think it's coming back. Lay Cookie, again, as of last week, I think it's going to start very, very soon. Zing Ping, forget the $50. What size box of crayons did you get? 64 pack. You know you're good if you get the 64 pack. You represent. I embrace the joke too. Zing Ping, I'm telling you, people still try to use it. A crayon eater, they try to like a dig, like they just want something that doesn't work. We embrace it. Youth has no clue right now. Hi, Kenny. Got it cooled off. Glad it cooled off in Arizona so our crayon birthday cake didn't melt. There you go. 64. 64 pack. ZP, you made it.
That's a shareable pack.
That's a shareable pack. You better share with people. Don't take them all for yourself. Danny, Guardhouse says, you resemble an old staff sergeant from my days in the military. Danny Guardhouse. Your name doesn't sound familiar. Maybe I was. Where were you in 91? Was I a staff sergeant? 94, 95?
You're definitely an old staff sergeant.
Definitely an old staff sergeant. Great Gramps was a World War II vet and Grandpa a Vietnam vet, so I have nothing but respect for our troops. Thanks for what you sacrifice you make. Thank you very much. Absolutely, and God bless them for paving the way for us. Just don't drink Bud Light. I'm with you, Doc. Still, no way in hell will I ever drink Bud Light. You got crayon birthday cake too. I should say that I was, Danny, I should say that I was in the Canadian Army. Oh, I wasn't. So that must have been just one tough staff sergeant that you're talking about. Gave it to my nephew who's a Marines kids. I learned of crayons in the past couple of years. I'm telling you, Randall, it's new. It was new to me. When I was still active duty, did it come out? How long? It's probably been 10 years now, maybe. I don't know. It's very new, and it took off. And again, the other services just trying so hard. in what way is there possible that we can get a dig on Marines and crayons? I guess that's what they came up with. It's good. I like it. Didn't work though. That's spectacular. Like as a friend made me and my buddies and I a crayon cake for the party. Spectacular. Telling you, they're gonna they're gonna search for something else to try and get a dig. That's why I changed. Old Gyrene, wherever you're at, brother Semper Fi, my friend. I changed my favorite crayon to red. Jerry says, I'm a tough guy, but listening to little kids singing patriotic songs, whoo, I'm telling you, at that high school, there was, how old was that little girl?
Maybe 8 or
7 or 8 years old?
maybe 9. She might have been 9.
9. She was, not only was she an actor, she played a dependent child of the family that lost a brother. Man, just seeing the family come out, and they're all students. What was heartbreaking. Not heartbreaking, but what's the word for it? Just very heart-wrenching because they're kids and they're playing these parts of reality. And then the little girl broke off, the 9-year-old little girl broke off microphone and sang,
Wind beneath my wings.
The wind beneath my wings. Killed it.
Hero or something.
You're my hero. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm a tough guy too, Jared. But something did get in my eye. I think something flew in my eye and I had to kind of wipe it out. You can't get under Marine skin. If you did, you wouldn't live to tell about it. Nailed it, Sing P. Right? If you could ever possibly find something that would get under Marine skin, yeah, you better run. Light bears like sex in a canoe. Both are close to one. Good one, David. The air was dusty. The air was dusty. I'm telling you, all my allergies came out. Pollen was in the air. I don't know what happened. Something real close there. Walkarium. All right, but that was again I love November. It's the producer's birthday. That's how we start the month. Marine Corps birthday, Veterans Day. And this particular year was Election Day. All these things just happen in this month. This has been an amazing, amazing month. And now going with CC number 4 to the Naval Academy for a visit. We're going to spend 3 days there in that area. We're going to make it. I don't know where we're going once we get over there. We're going to have our introduction to the college, and then we're going to travel and visit, and then go to the game on Saturday. Were you on TV wearing glasses? No. Hay fever. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Hay fever. What did fever say? I missed it. Happy birthday, producer. See that?
Okay.
From Robert. Thank you, Robert. Who are you replying to? Yeah, who are you replying to? I missed it too, Salty. Water rat, Sergeant. I'm telling you, it was something in there. We're in a gym. Stop bragging about the game. I have FOMO. Come on, meet us there. Did I mention we had 50-yard line tickets? 50-yard line. Front row. It's in the first level, but it's front row. 50-yard line. We'll send you a picture. Check for us on the Cosmo. What's it called? It's my 249th birthday. Out with my 2 nephews and my son and celebrated our birthday together and shared some stories and some photos. Also, we each shared a favorite. Awesome. Gettix. What's happening, Gettix? What are you doing out here? What? CC number 4 checking out Naval Academy. I'm telling you, brother, she's not a baby anymore. Good to see you, Gettix. What's happening, brother? What'd you do? Happy birthday and happy Veterans Day. Oh, and great pictures you sent, by the way. Turkey. Happy birthday, producer. Speed. Let's go. I'm with you, Doc. Come here. They want to hear from you. You're going to get me beat up, Doc. Don't do it. Come on. Kimi Cocoa Puffs, join us. 50-yard line, come on. I'm late. Oh, you're up late. Is it late? What time is it where you are? 9:30? Saturday birthday for me. Carl Green, Saturday, 66th birthday. You're still young, brother. Awesome. Happy Saturday. Well, yeah, we'll be after your birthday, so happy birthday. Brother, get some. Let us know what you did. Live it up. 66. Awesome. Man, how do you feel? Some of these guys, like Jared, is right behind you. Happy birthday from Gettix. Doc and Carl, happy birthday. Have birthdays coming up, Doc and Carl. Zero in the CC family, get some. Are you in the military? Just me doing yes. 95%, I think, on this channel, we're all in the military. Yes, thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We've been talking about the Marine Corps birthday, Veterans Day, U.S. Naval Academy, all things motivation. Gary says, today's my buddy's birthday. After 40 years of friendship, he's more like a brother. He's always had my back. Be sure and tell him from SFMF Live, happy birthday. If he's a buddy of yours, Gary, he's our buddy as well. Happy birthday to him. Carl Green, happy birthday. Turning 40. Who's turning 40? Man, that's young. You kidding me? Jared, what? You're not right behind him? Who's 60? Jared? That's awesome, Gary. Yeah. Still feel like a whippersnapper. Absolutely. Your age is all up here in your head. Way too immature to get old. Scrody McBooger, stay motivated. You too, Booger. Stay motivated. Good to see you on here. Doc is turning 40. Wow. Young, Doc. Think Pink did 249 push-ups and one for Chesty. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to all. Those who have a Marine Corps birthday and those who have an actual birthday. Happy birthday to you. Birthdays are very, very cool. We have a tradition in our family. The birthday person gets to pick what restaurant we go to. I got to stop picking Chuck E. Cheese. Man, I love going to Chuck E. Cheese. They never want to, though. We go. Love spending birthdays together like that. Not big on, well, I'm easy to buy for. You can buy me anything Marine related. Not everyone's as easy as that, though. Am I allowed to make a joke? If it's clean, Max, and funny. It's got to be funny. Let me say that first. It's got to be funny. And yes, it's got to be clean. It's funny how I still feel 20 sometimes. I'm quickly reminded I'm not when I try to lift heavy things. Jared, I'm with you, right? I'm at the age now when you bend over to tie your shoe, you look around, see if there's anything else you could do while you're down there. You don't want to go back down unless you have to. Getting up, I make some noises when I stand up or sit down.
Climb in your truck.
I climb in and out of my truck. My wife and I make the same sound at the same time when we make that still. Yeah. Feeling it. I'm telling you, here's how I know too, because now before I PT, I stretch for about a good 15 minutes, sometimes longer. And before I remember, I used to be able to wake up. Y'all remember when you're young, Lance Corporals, PFCs, PT, you'd wake up 5 minutes before PT because you'd already have your PT. You're on, wake up, put on your shoes and go for a run. Can't do that anymore. Still do 10 pull-ups, Carl. Get on it. Is this a clean joke, Jones? We'll try it. I might not say pay it halfway. What do you call banana split? Pay it halfway? I don't know if I get it. Jesus, my lazy.
May not translate the right way.
Yeah. And my delivery wasn't there either because I didn't know the joke. Max, geez, my lazy butt can't do 3 pull-ups. Max, you better get on that bar. Oh, push-ups. Push-ups. You better be able to do 3 push-ups. I went to a store, shirt inside out. Rob, hey, you know you're getting old when that happens, right? Somebody I knew was wearing her pants inside out. Granted, they're tagless. They were tagless tights. What are they called?
Leggings.
Somebody I know. I had her back. I let her know. After we got to the store is when I let her know. Zing Ping, I swore I'd never get old. 58 and calling for air support. I don't know if I'll ever grow up. Maybe. Uh-oh. It is an emergency, Salty. We're going to land this helicopter soon, but you finish your last of your scotch. What are you going to do? Nothing on standby?
He's got a Moscow.
Oh, Moscow Mule. There you go. All right. Emergency averted. Good backup.
Adapt and overcome.
Adapt and overcome. There you go, right there. Not the same as scotch, but you're good. Jared, about 4 years ago, me and my nephew hiked for about 6 hours, 6 hours to go after a deer we spotted from a few miles away. I knew my hiking days were over that day.
6 hours out?
6 hours. And what happened if did you get it? And then how are you going to get it back? That's 6 hours dragging part of the deer, at least the antlers, and water. I'm not an alcoholic yet. Stick with it, Salty. Don't give up. Try dragging it. That's what I'm saying. Once you shoot that baby, and again, I'm not an avid hunter, but the few times we've hunted, we had the gamma goat to come throw that baby on. We didn't carry it we just had to load it in there and then hook it up to the thing to cut that baby open. Man. Agent 206. Howdy, howdy. Everyone clear? All right, we got to watch what we say now. Gary, when my grandson was 5, he informed me, even though I always made sure he knew the 3 rules of grandpa. He said that I act like 2 years old. Yeah, perfect. Jared, in the mountains. Yes, it was. 110-inch deer, and we chopped it up and packed it out in backpacks. Man, best deer meat you've ever had. I worked on Johnson Atoll base, helped Army guys 800 miles southwest on Hawaii. Johnston Atoll, did I ever make it to that? I remember we went Kwajalein when we were on, I don't know if I ever made it to Johnson Atoll. Very cool, that whole area and all the history behind it. Our final destination was Tonga, the Kingdom of Tonga, but we stopped at so many different places on the way. Marines attended AU, alcoholics, unanimous. Who's going to carry the boats? On that same Johnston Atoll trip, the trip that we took, we're in Zodiac, so we visited as much as we can, island to island once we got there. Zing shot a big buck in West Virginia and spent half the day dragging it up a steep mountainside to deer camp. Almost blew my heart out. I'm telling you, that's you got to think about that when you're shooting that baby. Again, I've had some pretty bougie hunting trips in blinds with a cup of coffee, elevated feeder, so we knew when the deer were coming. We did try to track a couple.
A little pansy.
Wouldn't call it pansy. We're still hunting. One shot, one kill, right? I have 2 of the mounted.
You got the cold deer.
I did get a coal deer. They didn't explain to me what it was. I didn't know it was
A cold deer.
the black sheep of the group, right? I was just getting rid of him. But it's still, and it was about over 100 yards away. Jared talking about, we got into 130 yards. It was an epic stalk on that deer. Felt like being in the Marine Corps again. You know what, Jared? So again, it was my first time, a couple years ago was my first time. And all I could think of is, man, this baby's not shooting back at me. So I can take my time, aim in, breathe, relax, aim, squeeze, boom, bullseye. I did nail him. I nailed everyone that I shot. I never missed one. I think I shot about 5 or 6. Never missed, but it was a feeling like I had the same feeling back in the Marine Corps. All those things that it all went through my mind. A little different than firing on the range or firing in combat. A lot of spray and pray in combat. But sighting in and again, seeing the deer drop, all that was very, very cool. One, in particular is the biggest one I shot with. It was an 8-point. This baby, boom, dropped instantly, and that's that's how when you got him in the right spot. When they take off, you got him, but you didn't hit him in the right spot. This baby was down instantly. Felt pretty good about it till I was waiting on my partner to shoot his, and he happened to miss 2 or 3 of them. And I kept looking back at mine. I was counting. I kept counting. It's in the binos. It looked like an 8-point. I wasn't sure. I was praying that it was. And all of a sudden, he picked his head up, like looking at me. So although wherever I got him, like paralyzed him and knocked him down, but he's still alive, man, forever. And this guy was shooting. He kept chasing them away, and then we'd have to wait till they come back. This guy missed 3 times. Still, I look over at mine. He's still alive. I was like, man, great shot, but really, was it? Knocked him down, but when we had to go finish him off once we got over there. That's why you carry a pistol when you go hunting. You never know. Zink P says, I'll be honest, now that I'm older, I have a hard time putting one down. Feel bad now. They're tough as Marines. So those thoughts did kind of run through my man. This deer's out minding her own business, and just chilling out there, feeding off the feeder that this farmer's been, the same spot. I'm a sucker. That's next time I go. I'm going on the hunt. I'm not going to sit in a blind. All right. British sass are the best. Hurrah, Carl. Jared, there's something very primal about stalking into deer. And that's what I really wanted. The last hunt I went on, never found any, but we're hunting pig, right? We're going to clear out some pig because they tear up the area. And that was the whole reason I went, but we never, it was horrible weather. So they were hiding. We couldn't shoo them out. We didn't have dogs with us. Becca Rocks, you need to go fishing in the marsh of coastal Georgia. I'd love to. Been fishing a few times. That's why you hunt with the BMG. Big machine gun, spray and pray, or meat even. Agreed. Something about Prama, it was, and at the same time, it feels like you're a hunter feeding your family, right? That's what I kept reminding myself. This meat I'm bringing home to my family. That's how you survived back in the day. You had to be able to hunt and trap and snare. All that stuff you learned in all the field environment. Bridgeport was a great place for that. How to snare rabbits and mice and even fishing, all that stuff. Really, all those things came out. Again, never a hunter growing up, but all those things kind of came back. It was cool. Very, very cool, and I'm going in a couple weeks. Can't wait. Carl Green, bringing us back. Support your local veteran-owned business, please. Local VOBs. Find some veteran-owned businesses. We talk about them on here often. If you can, 100%. Arrow Resupply Coffee, Max Belts, A&C Metalworks, that flag behind me. Matthew Askren, the LLC, bacon wrap stuffed chicken. Support each other. There you go, our very own Lay Cookie. ANCmetalworks.com. Again, product right back there. Call or text 988 if you need mental health problems. Carl, bringing it back. Jared, that's how I feel. Same. See? Who else we got on here? Michael's Drones. Where's Michael's Drones? He didn't show up tonight. Michael's Drones, RCs and Knives. 420 Network. Where's Bob? John McJunkin. Where's John McJunkin tonight? Maybe he's still recovering from the Marine Corps birthday. Still love hunting, but it's different than when I was young. And that's the thing, Zing Ping. I never hunted when I was younger. So I'm getting that out now. Kimi says, can we get one of those bacon wrapped chickens for Thanksgiving? Great idea. Yep, looking at the producer. I'll cook it. You get it. It's delicious. Right there, producer's putting it up. Freaking yummy grinds. www.familyfarmsllc.com. Delicious. Rabbit, deer, pheasant, doesn't matter. It died to feed me. So I think it's circle of life, brother. That's what it's all about. Jared, and I'm not even a war vet. I've been shot at, but it was in the life of motorcycle club, not in war. But you've been shot at. Awesome, Gary. Thanks for telling him. His buddy says, thank you for the happy birthday, everyone. Gary's buddy, our buddy. Hurrah. Alejandro Herrera, what rank did you get out of the Marine Corps with? I was a rifleman. That's a rank I had. Retired Sergeant Major, brother. Glad you're here. Sounds really good to me. It is. You know, and with deer meat, and I still don't know exactly how to cook it. Have had other people's deer meat when they cook it. It's delicious. I'm still trying to get that gamey. They call it the gamey taste. The blood is really. I researched it, and that's the blood taste that you got to get out. And there's a couple of different ways to soak all that gamey taste out. The producer had made some chili with. Did you make chili or just ground beef? It was good. So there's definitely ways to cook it. The backstrap, everyone loves the backstrap. I still can't cook it yet. I don't have the patience, but it is delicious. David Bryan, good night, Sergeant Major. It's hell to get home. See you Sunday, brother. Thank you. Semper Fi, my friend. Happy birthday. Happy Veterans Day. Get some rest. We'll see you Sunday. And I'll tell you all about the Naval Academy visit and the game that Kimi keeps whining about. Randall says, it'd be awesome for us to meet up in person, dinner, drinks. I propose Boise, Idaho. Yeah, we can't wait the day that we can meet up throughout a year, travel, whatever. Buddies out in Hawaii doing their thing, and it's awesome. Cool. Oh, the distillery. Cool Olao Distillery. I was like, cool. CoolOlaoDistillery.com. Better known business. Awesome. They're doing great. Business is expanding. Love those guys. We need to send them our channel. What's the best plaque you've received? A lot of cool ones. Alejandro, a lot of great ones. My very favorite was from the drill field. They bronzed my Smoky, put it on a plaque with the black belt. A little plate said, I'm all over it. That was apparently what I said all the time when they said, Drone Instructor, you need this. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. My very favorite plaque. Bronzed campaign cover, Smoky, with the black belt. All right. I love that idea too, Carl. That's great. We do. Wherever and whenever. I definitely do. Try not to run. Another vet pulled himself up from the darkness after he got out and started his company, maxbelts.com. Man, need to bust that belt out again. That's the the strongest, most sturdy belt and buckle with the American flag stamped in it. Excuse me, on the leather itself and on the buckle. Awesome, awesome belt. And of course, it's a weapon. Ton Tavern 2025 sounds epic, but a lot can't happen in a year. I'm with you, a lot can't happen, and a lot of logistics can happen. So, and that's while we're at the Naval Academy, we're going to break away and give you a recon of the area. We're going to check it out. Hopefully there's some Wi-Fi. We can go live there or something, show them. We are going to the ground where they're going to build Ton Tavern. Definitely going to share that with y'all. Anyone on the East Coast, hopefully you can make it over there. Groundbreaking, epic. 1 year from last Sunday. So 1 week shy of a year, Marine Corps birthday, 250th. Definitely missed the jokes. Randall lives in Boise. I know. Salty, speaking of vet being in the darkness, if anyone having a dark thoughts, having a tough time, or knows another vet who is struggling, I'll gladly give out my email address to link up 100%. Salty, awesome, brother. Again, another reason for this channel to create this community like that. Don't do any of it alone. This is what we're all here for, having each other's back 100% of the time. And sometimes that's all it is. You just need a conversation, especially with those of you and those of us who have some experience with it, know somebody that does. Don't ever, ever do this alone. We talked about the 22. That number needs to be 0. So no judgment. It takes a real man to ask for help. It takes a real man. You know what I'm talking about when you're driving, asking for direction. Oh, I'll figure it out. No, you're going to end up even more lost. Man up and ask for help. Make that call. We're here for you. Thanks, Salty, for sharing that. All right. As you pass by Quantico, wave for me. Last time I was there, it was 92, 94. The Marine Corps Museum is there. All kinds of stuff. We don't know what we're going to do, where we're going to be, but we're going to be in that area. We definitely want to make best use of that time. Obviously, our goal is Naval Academy, learn everything we can about that. Our daughter's going to be soaking up all the information that she can, and hopefully one day we'll see. We'll update as we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Semper Fi, God bless. Zing Ping, thanks for hanging out with us, brother. Once again, we'll see you Sunday. Our friend Dan from Tactical Resiliency, tacticalresiliencyusa.com. Check him out. Baker Rocks, nailed it. Marines don't do things alone. We don't do buddy program everywhere, battle buddy. Wherever we go, whatever we do, we don't do things alone. Teamwork, 100%. It's a team effort. You don't do none of this alone. Jared used to go to Camden Yard often for ball games. Big Cal Ripken fan. Camden Yard. Where's that? That's baseball. That's not Maryland. Is that Quantico, Virginia? Camden Yard. Help me out, Jared. So if I owe money to a Marine, I have to deal with all of them? Yes, Max. Don't do it. Don't do that to yourself. Baltimore, Maryland. That's where Camden Yard is. Is that where we're going to do? Let's go by there and let's visit. Let's check it out. We're all together. That's awesome, Salty. I was lost in the darkness last few weeks. Gary, come on, brother. That's why we're here. That's what we do. That's why we're here. That's what pushed us, motivated us to start this community. So let's continue to grow it. Let's help each other out. That's why we're here. No dark places alone. It gets dark. It can get very dark. And that's when we need to be there for each other. We got to be each other's six, no matter what. You do it in a firefight, let's do it after the firefight. Let's do it after the service. No one should be in that dark place alone. SFMF merch, Black Friday sale coming up. Check it out. Check out the page, sfmfmerch.myshopify.com. Stickers. Anything new I need to show? Yep.
You have it?
Nope. Let's show it. Producer's going to come around and show it to you. Let me scoot over. Let me make room for you. The Naval Academy is right there close to the border. I'm telling you, we don't know what we're going to do. We're going to check it out. We're going to visit that entire area. We'll be there for a couple days. USMC Sergeant Martin Moss, retired. Semper Fi, Sergeant Moss. Can you sing the American anthem? You mean the national anthem? First, let me show you the sticker. You ready for this one? It's new. It's new, coming at you. Is it right set up? Boom, look at that baby. It's a shiny, love it, design by an American, made in America. Look at that baby. Support your local veteran-owned business. It's either way. And it's a shiny. Look at that baby. Love it. Awesome job on that. Get on our link, SFMF myshopify.com. SFMFmerch.myshopify.com. Supporting your local veteran-owned businesses. My ex-wife was Marsoc Supply Taco Company Quantico. Is that really what it's called, Taco Company? If you do it alone, the darkness gets darker and dangerous, Gary. Nailed it. Brother, don't do it alone. It takes a real man to ask for help, a strong person to ask for help. It's not easy. I need that sticker right now. That was awesome. I love that new sticker. Can't agree more. Sweet. Everyone loves the sticker. Sticker's good. I'm from Russia, but I love your anthem and I remember the words. Good on you, Wells. National anthem is cool. And it's been around forever. That's why everyone should stand for it when you do hear it. Oh, what's my hand in the way? Semper Fi Marines, I Marie. Don't be the wildebeest. Michael's drones, RCs, and knives. Brother, how you feeling tonight? Awesome. Glad you made it. We were just talking about you a little earlier. Give us a quick update if you don't mind. Happy birthday and happy Veterans Day. Brother, hope you're feeling well. Please, been thinking about you. We were talking all good stuff. We were talking about you earlier. Glad you made it, brother. Awesome. How you feeling? Randall Knapp. Albert Bacon Chuck Taco Phonetics. Oh. Phonetics. The phonetic alphabet. Albert Bacon Chuck Taco. Those are a little different than what the Marines use now, Randall. Is that what it was back then? Man, Michael Jones, good to see you, brother. Hope everything's well. Give us a quick update if you don't mind. Today we were just talking about the motivation behind the Marine Corps birthday, Veterans Day. SFMF is taking a trip to Quantico, to Maryland, visit the Naval Academy here soon, taking CC number 4 to visit the campus. She got invited. We're going to visit it. It is her dream school, so we're hoping for a great visit. Birdman, yes, we remember you. I don't know if you remember me, but helped me before I went to boot camp. Now I'm currently at my ammo school, Ammo Tech. Just want to stop by and say thank you. Birdman, good to see you. Congratulations. So you made it through boot camp and MCT, and now you're at school. Keep getting after it, brother. Stay with us. You know the deal. Every Sunday, every other Wednesday. So come back and update us. Let us know what's new. Let us know if I know what I'm talking about. I pass some bum scoop probably sometimes. You just went through it, so let us know. Randall, I got you, brother. Taco Company, brother. Jared Less was Taco Company, but I don't know why it was called that. Old Gyrene, there you are. Been talking about you as well. Present, sitting in a hotel room with bad connection. I'll start pushing now. Just telling everybody, Old Gyrene, that I changed my favorite crayon from green to red because you said red tastes like blood, and it does. So appreciate you and good to see you. About to land this helicopter soon, but Sunday. Hope everything's going well for you, Old Gyrene. Good to see you. Look at Michael's drones too. Can't hold me down. Great to hear, brother. Keep fighting. We got you. We got your back. Birdman, welcome to the family. Yep, Salty. I'm telling you, you join the School of Hard Knocks. Sounds good. Thanks, Birdman. Keep us posted. And congratulations once again. Happy birthday and happy Veterans Day to you. And yes, someone did ask me recently, can't wait till I get out so I can become a veteran. Depends on who you're talking to and what you're talking about, but active duties members are considered veterans too for some things. You think of a veteran as an old retired or old guy that served way back when. For a lot of things, veterans, active duties are considered veterans as well. Do that step into syndrome. He may never recover. I hope not. Old Gyrene. I don't eat crayons anymore, says Jared. My daughter likes magic markers. So magic markers it is. Jared, don't be eating those magic markers. You got to eat crayons. Stick with crayons. You're going to get sick. You eat a magic marker. I'm sure some Marines have tried them. Thank you, Cowboy. If you've served, thank you for your service as well. Michael's Drones, thank you, Sergeant Major, and the production team. Worried about you, Michael's Drones. Keep us posted, please. And do the markers have more flavors? Did you watch the old movie Patriot about the American Revolution with Mel Gibson? I have not. Was it a good movie? On and off how I feel about Mel Gibson. It's tough because I love Braveheart. And it's hard for me to watch anything else he's in, and he's kind of kooky. But I love Braveheart, and I haven't seen Patriot, though. Jared says, they taste better. LOL. Get the smelly ones. Sniff the markers. Come on. Y'all being real true Lance Corporals right now. Robert Hamilton, I have to take off. What time Sunday? Sunday is 1800 CST, Central Time, 1800 Sunday. Robert, we'll see you then. Semper Fi, brother. Thanks for hanging out with us. Old movie. Am I old? The Patriot is not old, right? I guess probably 20 years. At least 15 years. I don't know. My time, you know.
Like 20-ish.
20? The Patriot?
That was
Yeah.
our time, I think.
Yeah.
With Heath Ledger.
Mel was right about Kamala. I see. I didn't even know what he said about Kamala. Probably, though. See you, Robert. No, Randall. Glue is for sniffing, paste, and markers are for eating. I'm telling you. Calling all y'all first sergeant and let them know what you're doing. All right. Man, what a great night. Awesome. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us on a Wednesday night. Even with our audio mix-up when we first started the show. I fat fingered it. Come on. Look at these hands. I might have bumped the mute button. Thanks to who helped us out. What's his name? You hit the mute button. Appreciate it. Add a year. Kimi Cocoa Puffs.
I got the year wrong.
Yes. All we got to do is add a year to whatever year she guessed. Is that what it was? She got it. Semper Fi, devil dogs. Semper Fi, everyone. Semper Fi to you all. Sky. Thanks, Carl. That was who did it, who helped us out. Gut, says old Gyrene. Once again, thank you all very much. It's been another awesome SFMF Live, hanging out with y'all, talking about awesome stuff like the birthday, Veterans Day, our Naval Academy visit. Next week, the football game that Kimi Cocoa Puffs is going to miss. We'll send you pictures from the 50-yard line. Thank you all. Appreciate you, and we'll see you Sunday. God bless you, and Semper Fi, my friends. Ebra.